Greetings, good morning, and welcome to Home Affairs. You do know that Home Affairs happens every Saturday at 7 to 8 only on this channel. That's Joy Prime. No, not on only Joy Prime, actually. On multi-TV is Joy Prime. Of course, on DSTV channel, it is 281, on GoTV 180, and on all digital TV. So make sure that, you know, even if you don't have DSTV, you can get it on your multi-TV decoder. And guess what? Very soon, we'll be streaming live on Facebook. How about that? But don't forget to catch me Mondays to Fridays on my new show, Fresh Juice. That's at 5:30 to 6 p.m. on Joy Prime. I'm very excited to be here. Welcome to the show. Good morning to all of you, and I hope you slept well. God willing, this Saturday is going to be amazing. Actually, it is. It started already. Mine has started on a very good note because my guests are already here. They're looking lovely, and I'm so happy that it's these two people in my studios because they know what they're about. I mean, we have a celebrity, we have a pastor, so you know that we're definitely balanced here today. Well, my name is Mauvie Hayford, but my fans like to call me Mauvie the Motivator. Wherever you are, it is Home Affairs on your screens. And we have amazing segments for your enjoyment and education as well. Now, Home Tip is where we basically show you a few things to try with your families, recipes and remedies and anything at all that would, you know, make your life a better one. Of course, Inspired by Women comes at the end of the show, and I entreat you all to, you know, catch it because it comes from very strong women in our world who are profoundly, you know, changing people's lives with their words. So make sure you're catching Inspired by Women at the end of the show. Of course, the show wouldn't be, you know, a show if we don't have a main body of it, right? Today's diary, that's where we go into our diary and we talk about the things that people have written to us about. So the things that are bugging them, you know, down, the things that are stressing their lives out. And we come and discuss it so that we can all get a better understanding of whatever it is that we're discussing. Today, it is premarital counseling right here on today's diary at Home Affairs, of course. Now, we start off the show every single time with these two guys who are just amazing. But first, let's sweat it all out. You know how we work it out, right? Don't just watch. Join in with your families, with your husband. I know your husband is feeling lazy to get up, right? Give him a nudge because we are all hitting the, you know, aerobics floor right now with Ramsey at the Blink Body Gym on the Spintex Road. Work it.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Home Affairs on Joy Prime. My name is Ramsey, and then I'm here to do the Afrozonto or the Zonto Zumba dance. All right? So if you're close to your TV or glued to your TV, just get your dancing shoes on and we go to dance. Are you ready, guys? Let's start the party going. Let's go. Hey! Na, 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 na. Stop! Stop! 1, 2, go on, let's go! Saki! Al-Qaeda, dancing for me. One more time. Saki, Saki. Al-Qaeda, dancing for me. And up. Saki, Saki. Al-Qaeda, dancing for me. And up. Saki, Saki. All right, let's go. Forward. 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 All right. Let's go, so let's go. Step. Step. Paper. 1, 2, 4, let's go. Move it. Move it. All right. Side. 1. Second dance. Saki. Al-Qaeda, dancing for me and up. Saki, Saki. Saki, Saki. Al-Qaeda, dancing for me. One more time. Al-Qaeda. Let's go. Saki, Saki. 1. 1. 1. All right. Go on, let's go. Tango. Tango. 1, 2, 2, going there. Hey. Woo. Woo. 1, 2, going there. 1, 2, wait. 1, 2, wait. Shaki! Akaida, dancing for me. One more time. Akaida. What? Shaki. Akaida. What? Hey! Akaida, dancing for me. One more time. What? What? All let's go. Stop. Swing your arms. To the right, to the left, to the right. So let's go. Energy. As also twins. Let's go. Hey. All right, make some noise.
Thank goodness I wasn't in this session, because I would have just flopped. Can you imagine? Shucky. Okay, yeah, I'm confused. Anyway, we're moving on to the next part of the health zone. Many thanks to Ramsey. Ramsey is, should I say, half of the Azonto twins. And they're basically an aerobics team. They're twins, actually, who just go around making people, fit by dancing. So make sure you catch them at Bling Body Gym on the Spin 6 Road. Thank you very much. Salute to you. Now, one of my favorite people in the world right now is going to teach us, or should I say, let us know a few secrets about, hair loss and how to treat it. It is from the Vital Skin Solutions, Dr. Catherine.
Welcome. This is the Science of Beauty Tips with me, Dr. Catherine. This is the Home Affairs show. I'm here to discuss with you hair loss and how you could treat it. There are many reasons why one may suffer from hair loss. Some reasons are medical reasons, some are hereditary reasons, some are because of maybe how we have been caring for our hair. Whatever the case, it can be treated. If you're suffering from hair loss, make sure you visit your nearest health facility, have your doctor check it out, and once you've been given the green light that you can seek treatment for it, this can be one of the options. If you're a barbering shop, or you're a barber as a profession, or maybe you own a salon and a lot of your clients are suffering from hair loss, you can opt to give them this treatment. This treatment is very easy. Basically, it stimulates new blood supply into the hair follicles, and then you can apply a topical treatment to stimulate new hair growth. So the procedure is called microneedling, and the device we're using is Derma Roller. It's a device that you can treat yourself or you can treat others. Basically, you clean the area that you want new hair growth, and then you take your device and rub it gently in basically a vertical motion. You do a horizontal motion. Make sure your motions are very quick. And then you do diagonal motions. So 4 motions at a spot. Basically, you do this twice a week until you see new hair coming up. And there are a number of products that can be applied after treatment. Some of the products you can get it from your pharmacy. Some you can get it from your doctor as a prescription. Some products that contain vitamins are great for the hair. So there are many wonderful products you could use. But this is microneedling for hair loss. A lot of women suffer from hair loss, mostly on the temporal area because of the styling that we do. So it's important anytime you want to treat hair loss with microneedling, make sure that your hair is held loosely And if you have to apply a chemical to the hair, then you have to select at least a centimeter away from the hair loss. You shouldn't apply product there so that the hair can grow, because chemicals, especially sodium hydroxide or lye or no lye based relaxers, can damage the baby hair that's trying to come up. And when you notice that the hair is beginning to grow, don't go straight ahead and start braiding that hair or start applying chemical to the hair. Let it grow, let it be strong enough, at least 6 months of growth, then you can opt to do whatever styling you like. It's very easy to treat hair loss regardless of the cause. However, make sure you check with your doctor first, and then you can opt for such treatments that stimulates new blood supply to the hair, such that your hair follicles can absorb whatever cream you apply. So after the procedure, make sure you wash your device with warm water and then store it back in its case. But the place that you have treated, ensure you apply a cream every day that has been prescribed to you, or a cream that you have bought because it's been advised for you to use it. Vital Skin Solution does hair loss treatments. It also runs a school that you can come and learn how you could treat other people who have hair loss, understand the causes of hair loss, and at least satisfy your customers and make sure nobody suffers from hair loss. This has been Science of Beauty Tips with me, Dr. Catherine. You can call Vital Skin Solutions on 050-5090-481, 050-5090-482. Visit the website www.vssmedspa.com. We are located at Access House, North Legon, just behind North Legon Hospital. Thank you. I hope this has been useful. See you next time.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that's something I don't have to worry about right now, but in the future, yeah. But one thing I just learned whilst we were watching that is one of my guests said that, there's nothing like eating well. So eat healthily, and your hair, your nails, and everything will grow just as, God has, basically conditioned it to grow, okay? Now, when I come back, I have a very special dedication. But in the meantime, I want you to get your cup of coffee, your tea, your hot chocolate. Actually, caffeine is not very good. So we endorse you to drink, tea or hot chocolate, something that will keep you on earth longer. Don't go nowhere, because when we come back, trust me, we are really dissecting premarital counseling. Many thanks to GTP New Style. I'll tell you all about them when we return. All right, welcome back to Home Affairs right here on Joy Prime Multi TV, and I'm excited to be here. I must say, many thanks to GTP New Style. Now, when it comes to African fabric, the best, you do know that the most authentic fabric, which is soft, to touch and will not give you cuts. Some of these fabrics literally will cut you, and you will see blood coming. I'm just kidding. But GTP New Style is the best to get, okay? So make sure that you get it for all your occasions, outdoorings, weddings, and all of that. Ghanaians love funeral too much. But anyway, no more of that. So we are going to meet my awesome two. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm trying to, calm down, because, this woman I'm about to introduce to you guys, she's a celebrity, okay? Like, I wanted to get her autograph, but I was shy and scared at the same time. And the first time she came here, she blew me away with her words. It's not just this, but it's this. Beauty with brains. And when she opens her mouth, my goodness, she has been blessed with it already. And she is the host of our SM. She needs no introduction, does she? She's the most gorgeous woman on TV. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Madame Ajua Inshura.
Mauvie, thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
You look 14. This is not fair. It's like, I think you've gone for some plastic surgery or
Sweet
some skin
16.
tightening something, or like, see, there's something going on.
No, there's nothing going on. It's all about the grace of God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I want to be just like you when I'm your age.
I pray it should be.
My goodness. So you tell me the tips today so we can all practice.
Maybe we'll talk about it.
Hey, I don't know your secrets. I got some more. But thank you so much. How's the family?
Everybody's doing well.
Great. And how's your show?
It's doing well.
Award-winning Awarisem.
Very soon.
Wow. Trust me, they don't know what's up.
Very
you
soon.
should be like international star.
Very soon. Don't worry.
It's coming. It's coming. Well, thank you so much for coming. And
You're
God
welcome.
bless you for doing this.
You're welcome.
To wake up early. Need beauty sleep. Market in the short. Anyway, another man who's on the show. Well, our man who's on the show today. Oh Lord, when it comes to pastoral duties, this man knows what he's about. He doesn't do it for the fame like some of. It's unim dada. Obi sunim. I mean, there's pastors and there's pastors, and this guy is blessed and ordained by God Himself to do what he's doing. We are so grateful to have pastors like him in our country. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the most handsome pastor, the most handsome, the most striking looking Reverend Ejenim Boase.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
You are the, you're founder of Fruitful and International Church.
Fruitful Word Ministries.
Fruitful Word Ministries. How is it going?
By His grace.
Right.
We're doing well.
Hey, you got swag, Pastor.
Sure.
Never.
We thank God for that.
Who styles you? Do you have a stylist?
I actually sew.
You what?
I actually sew.
No way.
Yeah, it's a hobby.
Really?
Yeah.
So you have a machine at home?
Industrial machine.
You're kidding?
Yes.
So you sewed this yourself?
Yeah.
No wonder. It's like a glove. It fits so perfectly. So do you sew for other people?
Sometimes.
Wow. You could so you have a business on the side, you know, a side.
Sure.
Wow. Oh my goodness. You sew for women?
Oh.
Okay, then please, my new show, you style me at least once a week.
No problem.
You push you. Reverend Ejenim Boase label. Another what's the name of the
It was
label?
Airborne Designs.
Hey! Oh no, Airborne. Please, what does that mean?
It's just some funny name.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And who did God reveal it to you?
It was before I became Reverend.
Oh, I see. Because it sounds like, you know, Versace or Chanel, you know, you could actually compete with them with that name. Anyway, so we're here to discuss premarital counseling.
Sure.
Before someone gets married, a lot of people think, oh, I've met my better half and it's love, love, love through and through. Some people don't even go for, you know, premarital counseling. But in your, you know, line of business, what you guys do, what would you advise for any new couple to do even before they go for the counseling? What's the first thing they should do?
Thank you. It's very important that everybody gets advice. And sitting down itself, it's something that you need to decide, that you need somebody to pep talk you into whatever decisions you want to take,
Right.
or even get knowledge about what you're about to step in. It is a basically practical advice given to people or couples who are preparing to get married. Especially, they have to learn about themselves. It is not the marital aspect, but if you define and know yourself, you can go further.
Wow. Ma, auntie, or I don't even know what to call you, sister or serious daughter, because you know younger than me. But is it every couple that need premarital counseling? Like two counselors who are going to get married, do they need counseling?
Mauvie, first of all, I'll say a very good morning to your cherished viewers. When we talk about premarital counseling, I think it's very important. But where I have a little problem is why do we wait for them to fall in love before we counsel them?
Wow.
Because everything about it is pretense.
Wow.
Ideally, counseling or premarital counseling should just start when people hit from the age of 18.
Wow.
Because, you know, when you start counseling them before they fall in love, they take their time to make the right choices. But most of the time we wait for them to fall in love. There's this thing that happens somewhere. especially in the church. And they knew they were going to go for counseling. And it's become a formality.
Yeah.
They knew the questions that were going to be asked.
What?
So when they got there, the pastor was like, have you slept with the lady before? And they went like, no. And after they finished the counseling session, when they stepped out, they started laughing.
Oh boy.
Because they were like, if the pastor says he's a real man of God, that is happening in most of our churches. All pastors have become counselors. If he's a real counselor, and he's a man of God as he proves, he perceives to be,
Right.
he would have known that we lived together and we've been sleeping together.
Right.
So there was no need for that question. But we wait for them to fall in love. And how many counselors will be bold enough to tell the true love bets that come to them? That look, from our discussions, the things that we have discussed and all that, I can boldly and confidently tell you that the two of you are not meant for each other.
Whoa.
But they will not do it.
Yes.
You see, the interest is we want people to get married. Marriage is good. I keep saying that marriage is the best thing that can ever happen to anybody.
Wow.
But when do you counsel? What time? And how is it done? I want to get married. I have come to you as a counselor. You married as a housewife. That was the type of marriage you entered into. So your experience is a bit different from what I'm going to experience in my marriage.
Right.
So what sort of counseling are we giving? As much as it's very important, when we do it, how we do it, and the issues or things that we counsel them about is also very important.
Wow. She just put it all in a nutshell. But I don't even know what to ask anymore because it's like you've answered everything that I want to
Let's keep discussing.
But who is more ready for premarital counseling? Is it the woman or the man? Because I feel like when it comes to gender, one is more relaxed when it comes to the issue of marriage, and the woman is always eager to I want the ring on my finger, and so who
let me tell you something. Marriage itself was instituted by God.
Yes.
And so anything about it is much more biblical. Without counsel, our purpose are disappointed. But if you have multitude of counselors, you succeed in anything that you do. And so as she just said, it is good.
If you have multiple counselors?
Of counselors, you succeed.
Really?
Because
so marriages that are, failing and all of that with counselors, what are you saying? Is it bad counseling or what?
The things that they ought to be told are not said to them.
Okay.
And the platform and the foundation of the marriage itself from the beginning was absolutely wrong.
Right.
If it was built on biblical principles, you see, you enter marriage with what you have. There is nothing in there but what you have. That is why you need to take advice. I can't accommodate you if I don't understand you and trust you.
Yes.
And so this is a platform where we're now going to schedule everything. And so I should allow you space, and you should allow me space either. So then we go round, make our own mistakes, and then come out refined.
Wow.
But if I have my own mind that this is how I want the marriage to be, and you pulling me the man along and I'm not coming, or I'm pulling the woman along and the woman is not coming, I'll be frustrated.
Right.
But if I'm made to understand that, look, there will be hard times. Sometimes the woman needs to foot the bills. Not always. But there will be a time that she ought to come in and do that.
Where in the Bible did he say that?
Look, it says submit to your husband.
Submit doesn't mean provide. Who's the provider in the family?
Let me tell you, when they say submit, we can break it down, and you find a clause where one point in time the woman will have to. The man's purpose is to love the woman wholeheartedly, whether she's doing something wrong or not. That is not the time to shed off your love, because love will consume all her wrongs, and she'll be the best in your face.
Right.
Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. And so
I'm not really sorry that I disagree with you on
no problem.
the woman providing.
I say one time
never happened. I don't think far on that one.
That is how submissive you
will be. Using women who, especially career women who have money, I mean, they will just show you a little love because you have a little something to give.
What do you call love?
What? Well, I think everybody has a different definition of love.
Yeah.
You know, and so for a man,
you see,
we have
the filial type of love. We have the agape and the rest.
Right.
And so you see, when I'm there to protect you, that is where the connection comes.
Right.
So if it is just we meet at Mokola, we have our marriage at Malata, then it is your money if you have it. And so I will stay when you have.
A man must work. I'm sorry.
I have no problem. I'm not saying the woman will provide, but at one point in time, because definitely there will be no money in the house, and that is where your womanhood will be shown. You see, why do I pay your dowry? That money is your seed capital for anything you want to do.
But in the olden days, it was not a seed capital.
It was a sewing machines.
Olden days, your dowry is supposed to be used to pay your family debt. If your family is indebted, that is what they used to do.
And the woman,
if your family is not indebted, they use that money to establish a property in the family. So for instance, my dowry will be used to buy cement. Yours will be used to buy blocks. Another person's dowry will be used to buy sand. So for instance, if we put up a structure and I decide not to marry again, my husband is supposed to come for it. And because my family head cannot break down the structure and take out that sand and sell it and repay, marriages were not being dissolved.
Okay.
Wow.
This was a cultural solution to the problems they foresaw.
So biblically, it doesn't say anything about the man providing, you know, from the beginning.
It is the man's responsibility to provide for them.
Hallelujah.
But
yes, you said that. Both of you.
It is the man's responsibility. But you see, if we become one flesh, what does that mean? I'm not saying the woman ought to provide all the time, but at one point in time,
when he's down, like totally broke,
yes,
and times are hard. Yes, obviously.
One point in time,
obviously,
that is when the woman will also come out from her cage and then show the kind of woman she is.
That's true.
Because at least we feel
men to work. We're gonna take our time. 1 year Juma, me you find saying, "Why you lazy?" Over there, oh sorry. No, I'll baby. I know some boys. Hey. Oh, my wife has money. Makola woman, you can do. Why you do that? Anyway, let's take the reason why we're talking about premarital counseling.
On today's diary, dear Mauvie, experiences from friends have made me believe that the basic purpose of premarital counseling has been washed away by our contemporary lifestyle. It appears most of these pastors or counselors in charge are now dancing to the tune of the couple, and this renders the process ineffective.
It be like the counselors are being anyway. So we all heard that. Yeah. I mean, some of them are really happening. Some of them we see them even on TV and stuff like that. And when it comes to counseling, I mean, she mentioned that, you know, her parents have been married 35 years with no problems, and people come to them for counseling. So why is it that a pastor? I mean, is that right that a pastor will marry a couple because they didn't get counseled at the church?
Now, all this will have to be worked out. As you fellowship with me, I know you better.
Really?
Physically and spiritually.
Do you know every single church member at your church?
Because I visit them in their homes.
You do? Wow.
I am not the kind of pastor who take every answer as a definite. I'll come and see for myself. I have time.
So if I come to your church, you start coming to my house?
Yes.
For fufu or for omutu, which one?
No. You see, it's unfortunate that most pastors are cleaving onto the call and making it full-time job. It is good, but you ought to have something to do.
Yeah, my pastor doesn't even know my name.
To earn a little bit of income. So a member does not come and pay a tithe or give you a gift and then start massaging you to her advantage or his advantage. You stand by the word.
How many members do you have in your church?
I have 100, at least 60 come to church regularly. And I have 20 call constantly.
And you go to all these people's houses?
I visit everybody. I make it a deliberate attempt, call them, make sure they are okay.
Wow.
If not, then what am I there for? That is my core duty. Their welfare is most important to me than any other thing. That is when you preach the word, they will take it in. You see, the word of God is already anointed. And I don't need to come and do gimmick for it to pierce your heart. And it's sharper than two-edged sword. You understand? So I speak it as it is for you to go home and say, hey, today pastor was speaking to me.
Yeah.
And you see, when you fight with me more because of the grace and anointing, you end up coming to church the more because
okay,
when I don't go to church, you come to the house. So you see, and until you have an encounter,
some will come to church because they know you will visit.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, once there is something eating you up, you can sit.
Right. Right.
Do you think that if members are okay and they are not having bad dreams, or after they've gone to certain places you've told them not to go, and they've soiled themselves, and the aftermath they can't handle, when you call for prayer meeting, they will come.
No. So before you start the process of premarital counseling, what do you do? I mean, is there a process that like a getting ready or getting prepared for the couple? Because every single couple is different. But to me, it seems like the same thing that they have learned or they have preconditioned their minds to preach or counsel the couple is always the same.
Let me tell you something
Same principles for different couples. Why is that?
You know what? A pastor who sit down for him to be told that these two are going out is not doing his pastoral work.
Okay.
In my church, I have the eagle eye.
So and you investigate.
I see.
You investigate.
And I will call you.
Like, Pastor, you investigate.
It is not about investigation.
Hey, Pastor,
you see, when you come to church, I fraternize with you.
Okay.
When another person comes to church, I fraternize. So when you two are going out, I don't need science to determine. It is natural and the science will be there.
How do you know?
Jesus.
How do you know?
It is so cool and collected. The kind of relationship you have with them, you see, makes it comes out. That is why Auntie Adwa was saying that, look, you ask them, have they made love?
Right. Okay. Let's hear.
And they will tell you.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that. The Bible says marriage was instituted by God.
By God.
But even the Bible goes further to say that we should work out our own salvation with fear and trembling. So marriage is a percentage of the Spirit. You cannot tell me that it's God that is coming to teach you, or the Holy Spirit is coming to teach you how to make love to your wife.
No.
It's a physical thing, right? Yeah. And marriage is physical. You're joined together spiritually, but everything about marriage is physical.
Yeah.
Now let's go back to the lady's story. She said her parents have been married for 35 years.
Yeah.
I started by saying that where do we counsel and how do we do it? The best counseling comes from your parents.
Right.
If a husband and wife live in harmony, automatically your products, your children will start learning from you. The way your mother serves your father, the way your father talks to your mother, the way your father comes from town with gifts for your mother, you learn it. So that is the first point of study.
Right.
Now let's go back to the church. What are the pastors counseling on? They will tell you that let me take it bit by bit. They will tell you that marriage is a long journey, is a journey of no return. In marriage, you have to submit to your husband. A husband, you have to love your wife. As a wife, you need not starve your husband, both sexually and you have to feed him. And there's two ways of feeding: feeding through the mouth and feeding on the bed. So they'll tell you that. Those are the things they'll tell you. But let's ask, does the pastor know the type of man I'm going to marry? No.
Exactly.
Because maybe I am a slow person. I am a cool person. I'm very slow when it comes to sex.
And the man
is a crazy type of man. So when you tell me I should not starve my husband, do you even know the man I'm going to marry? No. Aside that, pastors and churches have counseled people. They are husbands and wives in church as we speak. Go to the lady and ask him, what is your husband's favorite color? She doesn't even know.
Oh.
Ask her, what makes your wife happy? He doesn't know. Some of these things are natural things. Let's not deceive ourselves. What sort of counseling are we giving them? Last week I was telling somebody on a platform that ideally, if we need to set a counseling team, we need a lawyer, we need a banker, we need somebody who has knowledge. Exactly. Somebody who is a doctor, somebody who can advise you on property acquisition. We need all those people to form a team to be counselors. Because the marriage you married as a counselor in the church, maybe you were married in 2000 some years back. And when you were getting married, you know there's a norm that when you want to talk to your husband on an issue, you need to wake him up at dawn.
No.
What?
But that
maybe at dawn the man loves sleep.
That idea is of old, because this present day and age, women are working. There are corporate women who are married. There are market women who are married. We have different type of people getting married. It's not the housewife type of marriage. It's not that marriage that your husband will go to farm and come early morning and he needs to work. No, we are not living in that world again. Because he needs to get up early and go to work.
Because some of them get home at 3 a.m.
And now, who says pastors should even impose counseling on their members? It is wrong. You have to start counseling the people before they even think about entering into a relationship, because how many pastors have started counseling their members that you need to build relationship before you need to build friendship before you build relationship. We wait for them to build the relationship.
But thankfully, Auntie, they have single summits and stuff like that. They have
how many churches? You know, Pastor was saying that he knows all his members. Look, the best counselors.
We can try him. We can go to his house.
Because, you know, pastors know their members through the tithes they pay.
It is not through tithes.
How active they are in church.
I told you that.
Can we just deviate for a second, please? I beg you. The tithe thing.
Yeah.
I mean, does it have to be recorded? I hear some churches will literally call you and say, you haven't paid your tithe this month.
And because the guy is a good tither,
I do it to my God.
You know,
why does it have to be recorded?
If the guy is a good tither, and you come to the pastor and you say, "Oh, Pastor, Bra James has proposed. I mean, says he's showing interest in me because he's a good tither." Then the pastor will tell you that he can take good care of you.
No.
Because you cannot tell me that you know all the church members and you can quickly know that they are going out.
What I said,
we're not arguing, we're having a great conversation.
What I said was that I will notice it.
How will you notice
people
it?
start getting closer?
Okay, let's assume I don't pick the guy in the church. How will you know?
You don't pick the guy.
I don't pick the guy in the church.
You see,
because I want to move out. How will you know that I'm dating out?
You see, I'm not the kind of pastor who doesn't have conversations.
Okay.
I have conversations.
What if I decide not to tell you?
I'm coming. And I talk about everything.
Okay.
I am not that too stiff. You said I have swag. You understand my point? And so when you see me and I start talking to you, you realize that I know the things of the world.
Okay,
because
so it depends on the individual to tell you the truth or not.
And when you are lying, I will sense it because the Spirit of God is with me. You see,
hallelujah.
You see, you can lie. You can lie, but once I make it a point to start praying for you, you see,
God reveals it.
Come on, it's just a flip second.
Jesus is sweet.
You see,
prophet.
But anyway,
if I pray for you and it's a conscious effort because your soul is in my hands.
Hey.
Your
was in God's hands.
I'm coming. I'm his representative.
You are just
I'm not controlling.
an overseer.
That so when I'm overseeing over you, things pertaining to your heart, unless I don't have
everything.
It is not about everything, but the things that will make your life better is here.
Like the man I want to marry.
Oh wow!
Because definitely, if your pastor doesn't know your man, if the pastor doesn't know your man,
I have to get to know my pastor, right?
You have to know your pastor.
But I know what I'm looking for. Maybe
that's not about what you are looking for. Your guy himself will not be.
Maybe my pastor does not like that guy, and that's what I want.
Okay, thank you guys. But I had to do this dedication to Madam Comfort Odonko of Ghana National Fire Service in Akosombo. Happy belated birthday, coming from your lovely kids, Portia, from Barbara and Harrison. They say they love you so much, and you're the best thing that ever happened to them. Continue being that wonderful mother that they, really need you to be. And I hope your birthday was wonderful. Happy belated birthday, madam. We're taking a short break. When we come back, the phone lines will be activated so you can call these two. Not me. Coming back in a little. Oh my goodness, if you just joined, what miss it? Home Affairs is 7 to 8 a.m. on Joy Prime, on DSTV channel 281, on Go TV channel 180, and on all digital TV. Make sure you're catching this show, okay, so you can learn a lot. Just today, in a few minutes, I've learned so much, but I'm activating the phone line so you can also get your questions answered. It's 0302-211-701 or 702-703 or 704. Do you get it? 0302-211-701 all the way to 4. I have amazing, wonderful guests in my studios, Reverend Ejenim Boateng, and also the host of Awarisem. This lady is just amazing. Today, she should have sat here, Madam Ajwa Nshira is also here, my favorite celeb host. I'm telling you, man. But we have Paul on the line. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm blessed. And you?
I'm blessed as well. Thank you for joining. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time, so your questions to my guests, please.
In fact, I'm so happy. The discussions are very exciting, and Auntie's submissions on point, especially saying that it must be done and done well. That is considering the age, the time when and how it's been done. Everything is on point. Just that I would want her to also agree a little with the pastor when he says, when you observe, I am a teacher. There are things in class that goes on with good observation. You're able to tell that yes, these people actually have a certain amount of feeling for each other. So when you observe, there are times you would be made to understand that yes, they have feeling for each other.
Right.
And with proper counseling at that particular stage can also help so that they don't go wayward.
Right.
So she should also agree with Pastor a little, but everything is on point.
Right.
Thank you very much.
No, she didn't disagree to everything he said, but thank you for your input. We're going all the way to Aflawo. Aben, good morning.
Good morning, madam.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you feeling?
I'm blessed, thank you. What do you have to add or ask?
I want to ask.
Go ahead.
I want to ask Pastor, if somebody did not go through counseling before getting married, can he go for counseling after the marriage?
Yeah, post-marital counseling.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is well accepted.
How
You can do that.
How is it done? Very quickly.
It has to be on consent.
Right.
The timing have to be agreed upon so it doesn't become a problem for the couple and the one who is going to counsel them.
Okay.
And they have to make it their business.
Right. We have Ebenezer on the line. Hello. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Okay.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good, and you?
I'm blessed. Thank you. What do you have to add?
You are looking gorgeous today.
Thank you. I know Barbara Johnson for the trousers, the shirts. My mom bought it for me. And yeah, my necklace.
Something about what Auntie was saying.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have a friend. Yeah, I have a friend, and yeah, I have a friend, and we are close. But I have a sister too who is a spiritual. He's also a pastor. Anytime I take the lady to the house, my sister told me everything that the lady has done. So there is nothing to be hid from God. God sees everything. So if you are a pastor, then you have a friend or you have somebody in your church, God will reveal everything to you.
Reveal! Amen! Thank you. I have Barbara on the line. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mauvie.
How are you?
I'm good, and you?
Hey, you sound familiar.
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you were coming to, Anyway, thank you for joining. What do you have to add or ask?
Yes, from the two counselors. In fact, Madam just said that when you want counseling, you have to get a lawyer, you have to get a gynecologist, you have to get all those people to do the counseling. But I know I studied a little bit of counseling. I did degree counseling.
On the internet?
Or when you study such things, even to the master's level, they teach you almost a bit of all these things. And when
the thing you just said was a bit of everything. But when you have those people who know in-depth details as to how to deal with the situation, who counsel you, they will give you more.
Professional counselor,
Sorry, go ahead.
When a professional counselor sits down to counsel you, and he or she finds out that you are lacking somewhere, we do something that is called referral. When we sit down to counsel and we think that you need a lawyer, we refer you to a lawyer.
Okay.
That's it.
Right.
When we sit down and we say you need a gynecologist, we refer you to a gynecologist.
Right. So that's what she was saying. That she wants to form a group, and that group will have all these people in it, so that they can all sit with you or the couple, and then all of them will go around and tell you what you have to do in their various sectors. So so you agree with her then, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, we're going to take our last caller. Jaffa, welcome to the show. Jaffa, are you there?
Jaffa on the line. Good morning.
Good morning to you. How are you?
I'm very great.
Good.
I just want to add some few things to what Madam has said.
Okay, please go ahead.
You see, there is this conflict of role in the counseling section. You see, virtually the pastors nowadays have taken the role of parents. You see, parents
Is that a bad
the
thing?
primary people to give counseling to their parents, to their kids before they go into marriage. So I don't think it's necessary that pastors should take up that responsibility, because.
But for somebody who doesn't have parents, I think that's a good situation to parent them, isn't it? For the pastors to step in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Reverend Engineer is doing wonders. I mean, he visits all his church members. That's something, a motherly, thing that any normal human being would do, because they care about you. So we need people like him. We need pastors like him. Don't you think so? Oh, did we lose him? Okay. So on that note, unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time. So closing remarks. Who wants to go?
Okay. I want to say that every marriage that will work will have to have an open, honest communication.
Love that.
Between the couples. whether they are already in the marriage or they are preparing to be in the marriage. It is key because that is the platform at which you can discuss all sort of things.
I love
you
that.
touch it gently and then you begin to push the agenda. And it shouldn't be one way. It have to be bilateral. The woman have to learn how to communicate. The man have to learn how to communicate. And the things that you discuss shouldn't be hypocritical. You say it as it is. Because, you know, if you fail now, you will fail in your marriage. It is key.
Oh, that was amazing, Pastor. I'm in love. Do you know what? I'm changing my churches. Where's your church again?
It's at Odoko.
Oh, Spintex, ICG now, Namako.
Come and visit me one day.
Okay, I will come.
Yeah,
definitely.
you come and visit me one day.
Auntie Shira.
All I'll say is counseling is very important.
Right.
But we should know the timing. Ideally, we should build friendship before we build relationship. And during counseling, we should be very open and sincere and honest.
Yeah.
If it's not going to work, we back out because we have built friendship. We have not built relationship. And also the pastor should allow the parents and the family to do the background search and most of the counseling. They should only do the biblical and leave the rest for the family.
Wow, amazing. Combine the two, perfect remedy for a wonderful marriage, okay? But what do you know about marital counseling? Do you know anything about it? Have you experienced it? Are you married and are looking for answers? You think your husband or your wife is slacking? Then you need counseling, right? We need to talk about that next time when we're on. Don't forget, it is Home Affairs, proudly sponsored by GTP New Style. You can see Barbara Johnson brought my trousers and everything to life. Many thanks to you for doing the watching. Many thanks to the people who make this work. Eunice, Beatrice, my camera, sound, lighting, prop guys. You guys are just amazing. But make sure, Fresh Juice, Mondays to Fridays, 5:30 to 6 p.m. live on your screens. My name is Mauvie the Motivator. Till next time, please enjoy your day peacefully in one accord. Later, inspired by women. Shalom.
Today on Inspired by Women, I'm not afraid of storms, for I'm learning to sail my ship. Louisa May Alcott.